It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Come on. Yeah. Discussing a lot. It is a wrap. Hip hop. Hip hop origins. Origins to where we at today. It's a wrap. We're gonna have the biggest predictions. Child quite saying. Quite never saying. And we contacting the world. Everybody. The round child. Yeah. Uh. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Right there. Right there. Right there. What is going down? Hope everybody is having a wonderful, wonderful time all the way up into this present time that we're here right now. Knowledge is key. Here to talk to you about it's a wrap. It's a wrap. So for us to know where we at, we must know where we've been. We must know what's happened. So a lot in the news. A lot was in it was a heavy week last week. It was a heavy week last week. Rest in peace to the coach, Mike Hickman. Yeah, rest in peace to that cat. Um, man, like I pray peace and blessing over all my brothers, over all my sisters, over all my family of earth, like peace and blessings. Like mental illness is at an all-time high. It is at an all-time high. Peep it. Mental illness is at an all-time high. Why is mental illness at an all-time high? The origins of that is where we talking about it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's you know what I'm saying? It's a wrap. All right, so if you the man that says I can is correct. The man that says I can't is correct. The woman that says I can is correct. The man that says I can is correct. Yeah. So with being on that, whatever the mind believes it can achieve, it can achieve. So it's a wrap is dedicated to the thought of what is now perceived as rap today. So if anyone thinks the spinning music, the ollies, so picture what has happened. Picture what has happened. We have major artists, Young Thug in jail, Rico. Um, man, so many other things down the pipeline. Well, one of my biggest predictions tonight is crazy. It's crazy, but it's simple. So to get right to it, the origins started with what we're building back to. You know, what has to happen? Change is radical. When people are one way, in order to change, you can normally cuss or fuss or talk crazy to somebody just to catch their attention right before they go back to being programmed. Right beforehand. So we're gonna get into a solution. Before we talk about this, all the music, the brother Big Chief, uh, he spoke on Say Cheese, for instance. He says, "Hey man, they didn't want to interview him, but all right, so cut all that out. Everyone wants to be supported, but no one wants to support. People only want to support when they see it vital or when they see some type of winning or earnings from it. So therefore, you have to show people in order for them to quite understand, in order for them to quite get it. You know, it's like a show me thing, but then it's based off of what it's a rap is about. There has been a lot of money. They have more rich, wealthy people than ever, more rich, wealthy people than ever. But what is happening in rap? They make so much money. They have so much money where they put money. You can put money on each other. You put money on the heads of people, um, because of how much money you have. So if you give somebody the money, but you don't give them the education, if you don't give them the education where they learn to communicate with their higher selves to a point to where they're highly intelligent, and you give a person a whole lot of money, and they've never had nothing before, a lot of them will say stuff like they'll crash out, or or they just want to get paid. It's like living for the moment. You living real fast. You can live real fast, but you always got to have a plan. You always got to have a plan. So it's a rap. It's taking rap back to its origins. So you understand what the plan was, where it started at, so it can begin to make sense. Because now, as it stands, it doesn't make sense. There was a glitch in the matrix. There was a glitch in the matrix. It had to be a glitch in the matrix. How else could you get to the point where your stories that you keep around people that you love and that you would take care of and you build things with turned into a industry marketing scheme that made you look a certain way when you didn't start off looking? You started off trying to find your culture, trying to find your origins. That's where it started at. But now it's gotten to the point to where marketing has determined your origins. The marketing has determined what you think that you are, who you could be, all the above. The marketing has told, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, so now looking in today's time, right here, peep this. So, yeah, all in this world, people don't speak about um court cases, all these things. It's like, be quiet. Meanwhile, there's all type of different things going on in the world, and everybody is hush. Their mom about it. Their mom about it. Are you waiting on to become a victim? Like, I was just on a show with my brothers, and we was doing a show saying who's better, Jordan, Kobe, or LeBron? Which one of these players are better? And a great question comes up. That great question is, what about off the court? What about the character? What about other things? I mean, other things just to make people think, just to spark that little spark that you might need to get through the day, or to help you think on another perspective, another level. That's the only thing that's gonna help you build, is to be out of a box. If you box yourself in, you no longer have room to grow. So always be open to grow. All right. So when they brought up the character issue, there's a lot of things that Kobe, you can speak on his character, why he was here, but Jordan and LeBron still have the opportunity to still grow. But Kobe was doing major things before he left here, and he left here under very different type of situations. It definitely would be something to think about, at the very least. The very least. Yeah, I say, rest in light. That soul is, still here, man. Energy never dies. But at the same time, so we say who's better, out of these three players. But then when you look at them off the court, uh, LeBron has made some of his best friends multimillionaires. A lot of people he grew up with. Whoa. Him himself, up to a billionaire now. Yeah, he's helped a whole lot of people, influenced a lot of people. Jordan probably has too, but I know he invested in North Carolina. He invested in a lot of things that weren't necessarily helpful to a community that we could see from the ground level that people could see. But I'm not sure of that. But we do know that jails and prisons were invested in. So there's a lot of different variables in that to look. LeBron has been with the same woman he was with in high school. I don't know what they've been through in their personal life, but hey, that's pretty thorough. Like, that's not nothing you come across every day. I said it at King. Like, you have to get credit where credit is due. Kobe, man, like, he could speak a lot of different languages. He was well versed in a lot. He probably was way more intelligent than people quite even had a clue of. So, off the court, you know, would be a different thing as on the court. Totally, 100%. But on the court, from what you're saying, probably have to say Jordan, regardless. That's what I probably would say. But off the court, man, LeBron, I know. Yeah, y'all probably have to give him that one. Give that man his flowers while he here, for real. Say, God body. All right, but further focus. So, saying on It's a Rap, we'll talk about Roy Lee. Roy Lee gets killed. There's been bust, different things happen around that. All these things are known in public. There's a lot of things that's taking place. So yeah, it comes out that the person who killed Roy Lee is known now. So there's a lot of things surfacing and floating that you can see coming, and it makes you ask yourself: is a lot of the rap beefing and all this stuff, do it really even halfway be worth it? Now, when you look at situations like Quando Rondo, his his truck getting shot up in California. When you look at stuff like that and you say, dang, you bragging on, somebody getting killed. So now somebody looking to kill you. And as you see this on and on cycle, if I can't kill them, I kill their friends. But then you see the urge and dire need for you to actually wake up and be the teachers that you are, like be the warriors that you are. You see these things, but trying to be, yeah, the whole kumbaya drum beating instrument, yeah, you can't tell a person that when they rinse do. You can't tell a person that when they like. You can't tell a person any of these things when you mix a struggle and then you give people money, but you give people money that you see have certain habits and carry themselves a certain way, and then you know that they'll respond to certain, like, these are mathematical genius, not genius, studying, yes, genius, studying. We have been studied so much that there's predictive programming. There are all type of things this ready put in place right now that will control the average person's mind. They give people money and say you want the money, and then you get locked away and the money gets taken away. So you just made the money for a short time. Then what does that leave people's family? I mean, there's people out there who have left their families in good situations. Mo3 did it. Mo3 did it. He left and went out, but he left his family in a pretty good situation. Like, his kids would be straight. They'll be straight, as long as the financial system hold up, bro, kids would be straight, and even from that realm, he might look at things like he actually won the battle at the end of the day. And this is how crazy this thing goes, for real. Like, when you can see things from a higher perspective or higher point of view, you see things and then you say, this person's gone, but they're at peace. Like we hear there's still so much turmoil, so many things to solve and resolve that he could probably look at it from that realm and be at peace and still see certain people that he wanted to destroy themselves, they almost have destroyed themselves. Like to crazy degrees. Like, yeah, we gonna keep building on this a wrap. It's a wrap is this is gonna be the first episode of This Is a Wrap. And from here, we're gonna take major flights. But on This Is a Wrap, I would want to sum that up with saying we got from a point of wearing African medallions, searching for culture. I'm not saying that we're from Africa. Let me get that first of all straight. I'm not saying that we should be on applications saying African American. I'm not saying any of those things. What I'm saying is we were looking for our culture or looking for ourselves. Yourself is way closer to you than you think. It's so close that it's within you. And there is an intelligence in you that is so intelligent that it runs your blood pressure. It captures thoughts from nowhere. It makes your heart beat. It makes all of the automatic functions within your body keep functioning. So intel, if we are so intelligent, we have to get that intelligence from within, not without. One love. Like we're gonna quit dividing ourselves, um, overlooking the obvious, being able to communicate. Make sure y'all tap in tomorrow. Tomorrow night, we're gonna have a powerful, no doubt. This is gonna be powerful. Woman versus man. A lot of conversations that I've heard lately have been that the guy Yusavel had a post. Yusavel, shout out to him. Yeah, I seen his post on Facebook. He said, no man wants to marry a woman that doesn't have self-control. The very next comment was geared towards men. It looked like his was geared towards to the woman, definitely. It looks like his was attacking the woman. So the first woman responds, um, he's a woman hater, and basically said that, what did she say? She said that, okay, that's what she said. She said that he was a woman hater and men were serial cheaters and liars. So, you know, he basically responded and saying, but I go to this about 10 questions down. You see a lady say, hey, what you said was right, but you said it the wrong way. She said how you should have worded that was that no one wants to marry any person that can't control themselves. So, okay, that's what a conversation does. When you don't feel attacked by a question or something somebody says, then you get an overall understanding of what they're saying. So that's how a conversation works. So with that being said, tomorrow we're going to have a wonderful conversation amongst men and women. Man, everybody leave your feelings at home, leave them at the door, out the gate, because we're going to strictly go from our higher intelligence. We'll have a divorce attorney, and we will also be having, most definitely, a tantric yoga instructor. They will be on live with us tomorrow night. So y'all make sure y'all look at that. Probably try to get that in around 9:05. So that's a very good number. Yeah, so we would definitely be going in with that tomorrow. Make sure you stay tuned. It's your boy Knowledge is Key. Like, share, subscribe, and definitely hit that like button. And we running it up. Hey, if you want the things before they happen, you want to know before it happens, talk to me. We'll run it up.